tonight at 10.
Day one of the World Cup. I'm Jalissa Garza. Coming up, I'll introduce you to the local business that's hoping to be the World Cup headquarters.
Here's how the travel forecast is looking like for your Monday, expecting sunny skies and another cool day in store. But how does the rest of the week look like leading up to your Thanksgiving holiday? Well, we'll have the details on that coming up.
And terror strikes at a Colorado nightclub overnight. 5 people are dead and many more are injured when a gunman opens fire. What we know about the suspect in less than 2 minutes. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Sarah Horbacewicz here with meteorologist Corrales Ortiz on this holiday week. A lot of people counting down to this Thursday and a lot of people are going to be traveling.
That's right. So we're cutting down the days, only a few days away. Weather-wise, we've been great all weekend long, but we are going to be seeing some rain in our forecast by your Thanksgiving.
Rain.
Yeah, but here's a look at what we're seeing so far for today. It was a cold one. We saw highs mainly in the mid-40s across much of the area. And as we continue on for tonight, it's going to be just as cold. 31 degrees already below freezing this evening. Mostly clear skies, though, expected into the overnight hours. As you can see, we're going to be dipping well below freezing, temperatures in the mid to upper 20s overnight. Quiet night though overall, but we're looking pretty good for your travel forecast if you're planning on heading out the door by your Monday. Mostly sunny and cool around the region with highs in the low 50s. It's still looking pretty good travel wise if you're heading to these destinations, whether you're in Dallas, St. Louis, New York, Chicago. Of course, we're in the late fall, early winter season, so it's going to be a little bit chilly in many locations, but weather-wise, your plans are looking pretty solid. I'll have a full look at what to expect for the week ahead in your forecast coming up.
An LGBTQ club in Colorado Springs, Colorado became the scene of a deadly violent attack last night when a gunman walked in and began shooting. Authorities confirmed that 5 people were killed, leaving the community in mourning and with many unanswered questions. Janet Shamlian is in Colorado Springs with the latest.
I'm so terribly saddened and heartbroken.
Grief and anguish from Colorado Springs Police Chief Adrian Vasquez after a gunman opened fire at Club Q, a gathering spot for the city's LGBTQ community.
I lost friends.
Joshua Thurman says he was on the dance floor when the terror started.
Bodies on the ground, blood, shattered glass window. It was so heartbreaking.
Authorities say the suspect, 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich, was ultimately stopped by 2 club customers and arrested by police within minutes of the rampage.
We are actively processing the scene at Club Q. Initial evidence and interviews indicate that the suspect entered Club Q and immediately began shooting at people inside as he moved further into the club.
Police say at least 2 firearms were found at the club after the shooting, confirming the gunman used a long rifle.
A few feet away, I saw someone lying on the ground.
Michael Anderson says he was working behind the bar when the firing started. Anderson scrambled for cover behind a booth near a patio and says he thought he was going to die.
We were all just terrified, just holding each other. Shortly after that, it went silent. The gunshot stopped, everything stopped.
The DA says investigators are working to determine a motive and whether it should be prosecuted as a hate crime. Janet Shamlian, CBS News, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
In a statement, President Biden said in part, quote, "Today, yet another community in America has been torn apart by gun violence. While no motive in this attack is yet clear, we know that the LGBTQI+ community has been subjected to horrific hate violence in recent years." Continuing in national headlines tonight, Roku is joining the collection of tech companies taking part in layoffs as they prepare for hard economic times. According to a filing from the company, it'll lay off a total of 200 employees. That represents roughly 7% of its entire workforce. The company cites the current economy as the reason behind these job cuts. Last night, we told you about online car dealer Carvana's plans to lay off 8% of their workforce as well. Tonight, many of you are preparing to travel to see loved ones for the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, your fill-up might cost a little less. That's according to AAA. Unleaded gas today is about 9 cents cheaper than it was just a week ago. And that's much cheaper than the national average right now, $3.67 a gallon. Remember, if you're looking for the lowest gas prices in the metro area, THV11's got you covered. Just visit our website at thv11.com for a listing of the cheapest gas in town. Soccer fans across the world are cheering tonight as the World Cup kicked off in Qatar yesterday. But not everyone who showed up at the stadiums there was happy when they arrived. The gas-rich nation banned beer at the games. That's despite a $75 million sponsorship deal with Budweiser. This weekend, the president of FIFA, soccer world's governing body, speaking out on the controversy.
This moral lesson giving, one-sided, it's just hypocrisy.
Visitors are still pouring into the stadiums despite the controversy to watch their favorite teams. And if you're hoping to catch the U.S. team, well, they enter the tournament ranked 16th in the world, and they play their first match against 19th ranked Wales tomorrow. If you're hoping to catch some of that World Cup action, we have some exciting news for Central Arkansas soccer fans. THV11's Julissa Garza is here to show us how one business is becoming a hotspot for this year's games. Julissa?
Like many soccer fans, Daniel Bryant has been waiting for the World Cup.
I try to watch every single game if possible. I don't always get to do that.
For the past few months, he's been working to turn his restaurant into a game day headquarters for fans.
We got a flag from all the nations that are playing, and it looks cool out front. Everybody seems to like it. It's festive.
And no matter what time or day the game is, Bryant says his doors will be open.
If we're going to embrace it, we're going to embrace it fully. That included the 4 a.m., 7 a.m., Thanksgiving. Days were normally closed, like Monday, we're going to be open.
Soccer fans like Max McCluskey are excited and ready.
As someone who's always been a fan of soccer and has wanted to see the game progress in the United States, it's finally happening before my eyes, and I'm just so happy.
Bryant says in order to be open for every game, some adjustments will have to be made.
We'll be running a really abbreviated menu, so it'll probably just be me and maybe one other person, 2 other people early, and then the other staff will start coming in.
Bryant says in the end, it's about providing an experience for fans.
I've got a lot of soccer friends that are soccer fans from other countries, and they don't always get to watch their game in prime time.
With expanded hours, he hopes everyone can catch their team on the big screen. In Little Rock, Julissa Garza, THV 11 News.
I'll definitely have to catch one of those games. Julissa says the fun doesn't end inside, and then on Friday, Hill Station will be putting a turf soccer field right along Kavanaugh for families to enjoy while the United States plays England. Over the past few months, we've shared a lot of progress that the city of Pine is making to improve the community. Tonight, we got the opportunity to check in with someone we first introduced you to a few weeks ago, Miss Deborah Allen. Allen is the director of the First Ward Living Grace Pantry. Today, Allen cut the ribbon on the facility that opened just weeks after the neighborhood grocery store abruptly closed its doors just a month ago. Allen promised to have turkeys, ham, and groceries for the holidays, and well, she certainly delivered.
They giving people the groceries, Bill Jones from Sister Law Academy, AKAs, Capital. We got judges, we got doctors, everybody out helping, giving groceries.
Allen thanked her supporters and tells us that she hopes to coordinate free grocery giveaways about 3 times a month. The next one is already scheduled for Christmas at UAPB on December 11th. And the giving season continues in Little Rock. Today, Emmanuel Baptist Church hosted a packing party to fill shoeboxes with Christmas goodies for Operation Christmas Child. Pastor Stephen Smith tells us that the effort is part of a ministry by churches around the world to make sure children get toys and other practical items. For Christmas, the contents were all provided by Emmanuel Baptist families and will be sent to children in need across the globe. As communities prepare for Thanksgiving, some are already sprucing up for Christmas and putting up those trees. The Arkansas School for the Blind has about 350 trees right now, looking to sell them all in what they say is their biggest fundraiser of the year. For 39 years, the school has brought in loads of trees to help fund things like scholarships and school supplies. This year's variety came in from North Carolina yesterday and started selling right away.
Everything we do is for the kids, so we're just happy to do it. All the board members here are former students and alumni themselves, and we enjoy this.
Walker says one of his favorite parts is getting to meet the loyal customers that come back year after year. They'll be open this Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. through 9 p.m., but might have different hours on Thanksgiving. In death, she's reminding us all the dangers that can come from meeting strangers online. The enduring legacy of the Casey Woody case. Plus your forecast when THV 11 News returns.
Live look across the metro this evening. Travel-wise, we're looking good. If you are planning on traveling on your Monday, I'll have a peek at what to expect for the upcoming week leading up to your Thanksgiving holiday coming up.